Okay, welcome to Tennis Day 2. Just some things we want to review before we move on. Safety and nets. Make sure you know where you're swinging, know where you are on the court so you don't get hit by a racket. Don't toss the rackets, don't throw the rackets. Also, stay away from the nets. And all tennis balls should stay inside the courts at all times. If you hit one over by mistake, make sure you go get it right away. To review the forehand and backhand, the forehand stroke, kind of slide your hand down, hold it like you're hammering a nail, and when you swing through nice and level so the racket's nice and flat when you contact the ball, and follow through over your shoulder. On the backhand, slide your other hand down right on top, stroke it nice and smooth right there so your racket is flat, and follow through over your shoulder. So if you're going to practice forehands and backhands, those are the two techniques we want you to use. Today we're going to talk about serving. Serving is how a point gets started in tennis. You stand behind your baseline, which is the far white line, and if it's easier for you today, you can also move up and try it from the blue line up here if you need to. But let's start back here behind the white line. Hold your racket again like you're hammering a nail. And two things are going on here at once. You're tossing a ball and you're hitting the ball. So the toss wants to be right above your head, and the racket does kind of a throwing motion, so you contact the ball as high as you can reach, and the ball goes diagonal across the court. So it should look something like this. So I'm tossing and a throwing motion. A toss and a throwing motion. That's what you want your serve to look like. Today, we want you to get about 6 people per court. Each player should practice to hit at least 5 serves if they can. And then once you are done with that with the group, you have some choices. You can play tennis, starting each point with a serve, playing by the rules we talked about last time. Your group can simply practice forehands and backhands and just keep the ball in play. Or, as long as you are staying out of the school forest and not sitting down, you may walk laps around the tennis courts.